Hello, welcome to a lesson on subtracting integers. So this one here, subtracting integers means that you're just subtracting negative and positive numbers. All right, so anyway, look at the first problem here. I'm gonna show you how to use a number line, then I'm gonna do something different for the rest of them, just because it'll make things a lot easier, okay? So for example, the first one, you start off at 9, and then it means you go down 11. So you get 9, you'd go down 11, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So then your answer is -2. Okay, same thing for number 2. You start off at -7, and then you go down 7 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And at this point there would be -14. Okay, that would be the answer for number 2. But again, it's going to be really tricky when you're dealing with big numbers. Actually takes a little longer, all right? And it's not always going to look something like this. So anyway, there's another way of doing it. I want you to think about spending money in a credit card, okay? And then depositing money. For example, a credit card balance, you can have positive and you can have negative. Negative means you owe money, and positive means that you actually have money inside a credit card that you can spend, okay? Now, the one thing good about credit card is that you can owe a lot of money on it. You could keep on using it, and then even though you owe, you could pay off later, okay? For example, all right, let's just go ahead and do an example problem 1 first, okay? I'm gonna show you what that means, all right? So let's just say in your credit card, you decide to deposit, right now you have a balance of 0, and you decide to deposit $9, all right? And then you're gonna go ahead and spend, so you're gonna spend $11, all right? That just means that you're gonna owe. It's okay, you can owe on the credit card. Okay, again, you have $9 in there, you made a deposit, and then you go and bought a game or something or bought food, and then you're gonna subtract $11 from the credit card. If you're gonna subtract $11, that means that 9 is gone, and now you're gonna be in the owe category of $2. Okay, so that's what it means. All right, so again, for number 1, I always like to circle my negative to remind me that spending, subtracting means the same thing. And my answer is -2. All right. Now for this one, for example 2, okay, that one here, let me write it down right here for you. Okay, so we'll redo it later. So let me show you what this means again. All right, this means that you already owe $7, and then you're gonna spend another $7. You're gonna subtract another 7 from the credit card. That means you're gonna owe more than that. You're gonna owe, so you add these two. Oh, I'm gonna actually owe $14 now. They say you bought 2 of the same thing in different days, right? You bought $7 this day and another $7, so that means you owe $14 on the credit card. Okay? Now, a lot of students think it's 0. It's not. You're not subtracting 7 minus 7. You're actually adding those 2. You gotta realize that they're both negative, or this means subtract, which means the same thing. All right? So again, for number 2, on your notes, again, it'll be easy if you circle the negative sign. That might help you realize that they're both negative, and you don't actually subtract those, so you actually add those 2, and then the answer is a negative. All right, let's go and do number 3. That one's a simple subtraction. Again, think about spending and think about depositing. So you already have $20, you deposit 20, then you're gonna spend 15. That means you still have $5, positive $5 in your credit card. All right, number 4 is very similar to number 1. Okay, circle. Okay, this one here, you can also circle this one. All right, so number 4, again, you have $10 in your credit card. That's positive 10. You're gonna spend 20. Then you're gonna spend more than you have. That means your credit card is gonna be in the negative category of -10. All right, so let's go to number 5. So again, you already spent $18. You already owe 18, and then you're gonna spend another 4. That means I'm gonna add those 2. I mean, you're gonna have a bigger negative number. Okay, so it's -22. Number 6. You already owe $9. You're gonna this time you're gonna deposit 9. That means you have a 0. One more time. You already owe $9. You go, you know what? I don't want to see a -9 there. I'm gonna put $9 into my credit card, so therefore I have a balance of 0. Remember, 0 is neither positive or negative. All right. Now number 7. Now, number 7 is really confusing, as you can see. Okay, there's a 2 double negative there. Let me explain that right now, all right? So example 3. So let's just say that you already owe $15 in the credit card, all right? And then you're gonna subtract owing $5, meaning that, here's an explanation, all right? let's just say you owe $15. You bought something that is, I don't know, let's just say you bought pizza, 3 of them. All right, that gives you negative 15. And then the bank go, wait a minute, you know what? We made a mistake, all right? We don't want to charge you 3 pizza. We only want to charge you 2 pizza. So we're gonna take away 1 of them. Oh, that means you only owe $10, okay? So this answer here means that you owe 15 and then they're gonna take away owing $5. That means your answer is negative 10. You go, wait a minute, that is really confusing. That is true. It's confusing for me. It's confusing for you. It's confusing for everybody. It's even confusing for Einstein, all right? However, there's a way easier way to do example 3, okay? You will get the same answer. So let's just say you owe $15 and then you have a negative, you can subtract negative 5 here. But you go, wait a minute, isn't taking away $5 is the same thing as adding $5? So if the bank calls you and they didn't say they're gonna take away $5, they can say they're gonna give you back $5. That's giving you $5. So you owe 15 and then you're gonna get $5. That means now you're gonna only owe 10. These two means exactly the same. This way is a lot harder to look at, so you want to make your life easier by doing this way. It's sort of like if you're walking home and there's 2 ways to get home. One way is climbing up a hill and the other way is walking on a straight line. Of course you're going to pick walking on a straight line. So when you see something like this, you change it to a plus sign. The answer will be the same. I know they have different meanings, but the answer will be the same. Make your life easier by just making it a big plus sign. All right, so how do you find that? Right over here, number 7. Okay, so when you see a minus and another negative with no numbers in between, you can actually take a pencil, in this case I'm using a pen, and just change it into a plus sign. All right, so now instead of saying subtracting negative 5, you just say, oh, you owe 15, now I'm gonna add 5 to it. That means I only owe $10. All right, same thing for number 8. Sometimes they put a parenthesis there. So you could just take a pencil or a pen, in this case I'm using a pen, and just change it and make it into a big plus sign like this, okay? This is how you show notes, by the way, all right? So again, you owe 25 and then you're gonna deposit $50, which is good. You are gonna have more than you owe. Positive 25 is your answer. All right, we have 6 more problems to go. I'm gonna go quickly to complete this notes. So number 9, you see a 2 negative sign again, make it into a big plus sign. So now it's you owe 13, then you can deposit 18. That means you're gonna have a positive 5. Same thing here. You could use a pen if you want to. Again, there's no numbers in between, so you can do this, okay? So you have 34, and then you can deposit 12 more. The answer is gonna be 46. My bad, 46. All right, number 11. Number 11 has multiple numbers, so you want to scan through it, see if you find double negative right there. Yeah, I like using a pen to remind myself that I just changed that, okay? And when you see multiple numbers, you always want to collect all the negatives first, okay? Make your life easier. That's negative 28, that's negative 48. And then you gain 1, you gain 9, or you win 1, you win 9, you win 10. Okay, you get negative 38 because you lost more than you win, okay? Number 12, scan through it. You see, I see a double negative right there. Change it right away, make your life easier. Now go back and find all the negatives first. And then find all the positive. That gives me 21. So that gives me 30, 21, 36, my bad. Oh, 37, my bad. All right, looks like I won more than I lose. Is a positive 22, I subtract. Okay, number 13. Again, find a double negative right there, and there's another one right over here. Okay, so what you have is, let's see, you owe 5, you owe 12, so you owe 17, and you won 1, you won 9, you won 10, and your answer is going to be negative 7. Again, you can always pause to do the problem first, and then continue playing and see if you got the right answer, okay? So number 14, again, so I scanned through it. There is no double negative, so I'm gonna proceed. I'm gonna collect all the negatives, so that's negative 28. That will give me positive 26, and looks like I lost more than a win, which is negative 2. All right, that is the end of the lesson. Thank you, and have a good day.